Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. And today is another base video. And if you have never ever watched a base video of mine, well, let me explain it a little bit for you. So first off, whenever I do a base video, I'm not only showing the base, putting the base link out there and that's it. No. On the channel over here, we want to kind of improve a little bit. We want to learn things. And this is including base building as well. So not only want to take a look at this base, and obviously I will try to convince you that this base is actually really good, I will try to explain how you can try and build up your own base as well. But before we're jumping into that, I want to give a huge shout out to Rico who built this base. And well, if you guys want always access to the best bases, there's a really good trick for that. First off, make sure to follow this channel because I have couple of the best base builders supporting me with always sharing some bases. So for example, Rico is one of them who built one of the best bases, one of the qualifiers last year for Worlds and so on. So he's a really good base builder. We have way more out there. And for example, if you would like to see some more bases and on a weekly basis, well, make sure to join my Discord server. There's one free base every single week sponsored from the RH base building guys. So now let's talk about the base. I think a lot of you guys already know this setup, right? You know this setup where you have like the Townhall compartment at the bottom side, you have the two flanking Inferno Towers, you have the Eagle on the other side, and then you have either the core Inferno Tower or the Inferno Tower covering the Eagle. One of those two things is normally applying. So why exactly is this setup so common? Well, the reason is this setup is overall defending pretty well. But obviously there are a lot of things which you can change because those are just a couple of key defenses which are supposed to be the main setup, but still you can change a lot of things, and that's what Rico did. So there are a couple of things which do not work on this base, which for example is the Golem spam. Really common strategy, but the one thing which is really nice about this base, for example, if you're coming from the top side, we have those heroes in the middle of the base which are kind of building a line, trying to defend everything which is coming from the top or from the bottom. And then if something is actually reaching the tower from the top side, we have the tornado as well. But this tornado is working in both sides. This tornado trap is working great with this double scatter combination and really making sure that, for example, whatever is coming from the town hall side actually is not making it out of the town hall without having lost the warden ability. But now let's talk about Queen Charge Hybrid, right? Queen Charge Hybrid is so crazy strong, and that's in common entry. Charging the Town Hall, then the Queen to side, and then hybrid into the right or hybrid into the left. And that's pretty common as well, and that's why all of the spring traps are set up over there, so that's a really nice to defend that. So kind of getting into the mind of people attacking this base normally and trying to bait this. So this base is really good against that, and I think just to prove that to you guys, we should watch a couple of replays. First off, let's watch a replay of the Golems with the Super Wizards because that's so common right now in Legend. It's insane. Aren't you guys annoyed by that as well? I mean, to be honest, I think a couple of you guys are playing it on their own, so you're not annoyed, most likely. But let's take a look at how this strategy is doing versus this base. First off, we have all of those attacks coming from the Clan War League, and this was Champion 2. So the second highest league in the Clan War. So the attackers shouldn't be the worst, let's put it like this. So let's take a look at the first attacker who opened up the core really nicely. I think it was on purpose. He did not open up the scatter compartments, but he opened up everything else. Now he's sending in the Golem at the bottom side, funneling nicely over there with some witches, and then as soon as that's done, the Ice Golem with the Golem to make sure that there's the Town Hall push going on. But we remember there was a trap to deny all of this, right? There was this tornado trap, which is going to deny most of this entry. But now, let's take a look. First off, the town was activated kind of early, so he needs to invest the rage. Now the warden ability, just to make sure that the town was going down. And now we have the tornado. Why is this tornado so good over there? Well, without the tornado, everything would have went into the core, would have taken out the core with all of those tests and everything. But this way, we have everything stacked up together, so the Eagle can be really useful, the Scatter can be useful, and this is just a huge meltdown of those troops. Like, Golems are typically kind of tanky. Not if there are 4 X-bows and the Scatter and everything hitting those poor Golems. it's, well, actually a beatdown. So it's a huge trap over there with coming in from the bottom side, but that's what a lot of people are doing. Because coming in from the top side, I already explained this to you guys, we have this line of heroes defending the town hall really nicely. With all of those storage sitting around the town hall as well, it's not that easy to actually get the town hall coming from the top side. But this is not only happening against golems, but I think we should at least take a second look at the strategy, because it's just so common, right? Like every second attack in Legend, it feels like is this strategy. So let's take a look this time with a log launcher. So this guy is coming in once again, same Clan War League, so once again Champion 2, and we have this time pretty much the classic army, but no witches today. No witches, instead we're only having those super wizards. Now we have the super wizards lined up, we have the king, siege barracks, everything coming in. So far so good. It's pretty typical entry, to be honest. He's sending in the royal champion nice and early. He's trying to get this enemy scatter shot out really early, just to make sure his pathing for the town hall is better. And now he's not investing in an earthquake. He's smart, he's investing a jump. So jump is opening up the entire same thing, which like this earthquake open up. So this is totally worth it. And now again, we have the tornado trap, rotating everything around, making sure that nothing is reaching the core with having the warden ability still active. And now everything is reaching the core. The hound is coming out, and that's important, guys. In this base, you want to run a hound. Hound and archers, hound and headhunters, things like that is super important. And once again, we see those 4 expos roasting every single troop, and this is once again huge defense. The best attack over the entire week, an entire week in Champion 2, the best attack, well, that was Zeb Lalo, and I think it's 78%. So that's an impressive stat, I would say. So every single attack was really low percentage, and that's just key. But now let's take a look at the next attack. Let's take a look at the next attack, and that's the hybrid attack. This guy's already like figuring it out and seeing, okay, this base, we should not attack this from the bottom side. But the bad thing about this, if you're not attacking from the bottom side, you're attacking into 4 X-bows. That's not nice. That's not nice, but either way, now let's take a look at the top side. The top side is structured that a war break won't die to open up the compartment, which means on the other side, your queen is not going to go into this compartment, because we have a huge gap in between of the wall, like the second wall, and the eagle, which means like the troops, like the queen, won't be lured in. Even if this wall break would have been happening earlier, the queen would not go in most likely. And now we have a really bad situation. The queen can decide between bad and worse, or worse and bad. We have no clue what is worse, but we know both situations are crap. Because with this setup of the expo, this corner will never ever be targeted by a war break, which means we have always a war break like this. So the queen can go into the expos, which is great because she can get the expos, but it's bad because she cannot get the single Inferno Tower. But hey, she has the option to actually go into the single Inferno Tower, but wait, then she can't get the expos. Okay, so this is like a... already mentioned it, I think you get it. So now we have this situation where the queen needs to use ability. She's even dying in her ability, so this is getting, yeah, from bad to worse for the attacker, but still, he's trying to save this. He's starting off early with the hybrid, and now that's a really cool thing. That's a really second cool thing about this base, because this top entry is kind of common as well. Now this situation, because this one is a pretty cool one, because now we have hybrid getting isolated, and this is what high level base building looks like. So the miners are going to go for the storage after the Inferno Tower, right? Like, it makes sense. The storage is the next closest building, but Hawk Riders are different. Hawk Riders are going to target the scatter, and that's why there's a double giant bomb. If this guy would have not used randomly his warden in the beginning, I don't know why he used that, but I mean, it actually turned out pretty nice for him. But normally you're trying to save the warden ability for the Town Hall. So whoever is going to pick this entry is going to have a nice bacon with his Hawk Riders, because this double giant bomb is melting those hawks, especially with the scatter right and behind. So really nice setup of traps, making use of those storages inside the base, and we have even more storages behind the Town Hall, which makes sure that all of those miners are getting stuck on them. So this is a really great setup. He even dodged most of the spring traps, so that's even better for the base. But all of those storages is like they're working wonders against this hybrid. So let's take a look at the next attack. The next attack is going to be a E-Dragon attack. Just because I did a guide video yesterday, I want today show you guys a base and how you can easily defend that. That's a nice move, right? That's a really nice move. But no, let's get serious again. Let's get to the attack. And small things like the next chain is going to be like, those are the small things which are different, like which are the difference between a decent base and a really good base. Because now, once again, the attacker has to decide between two bad options. First bad option is use the vulnerability early, so your troops are actually making it to the town hall with a lot of HP. The second option, which he did not go for, is losing a ton of hit points because the town was already active, or investing even a freeze, and then the vulnerability. So both options are kind of bad. Really nice anti-Electro Dragon chain over there. And once again, we have the same setup as, for example, against the Golems, because we have this huge meltdown of those like key defenses, just with the crossfire and everything, with the double scatter and everything. It's just insane. Just this insane targeting into the core. Everything is getting sucked into the core with like those tests and everything. That's kind of impressive. So really nice base overall. He's saving the stamina to get some more percentages, but as I told you, the best percentage over the entire week was Zeb Lalo with 78%. So that's a pretty decent result, right? So if you guys are now convinced, and if you guys would like to copy this base, maybe tweak it a little bit so it's not that common anymore, because, I mean, the base will be copied most likely quite a bit. If you would like to do that, make sure to do so, and let me guys know how it defended down below in the comments. And well, huge shout out once again to Rico and all of the other base builders who are supporting me. There's going to be another base in like the next couple of days from another really good attacker on base builder. So make sure to follow this channel. Once again, huge shout out to RH Base Building as well, which is supporting me on Discord. If you want to have a free base over there, make sure to join my Discord server and get that free base over there. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will see you guys back tomorrow for the next one. Until then, see ya and bye bye.